What's up, guys? Here today, my review for episode 332. Now, I did think this episode was filler because of that young Anoki scene, but turns out it wasn't because this episode actually progressed a lot. So, at the beginning, the Kages were like, they got owned quickly. Now, if they're gonna do that, like, if they all they have to do is go to Susano and just spell some fire, then they don't stand a chance. They have to, at least try. They just like freaking failed. And Anoki, he had like a flashback to when he was young and the Wheel of Stone, kind of like the Wheel of Fire that the Leaf Village has, but they have the Wheel of Stone, basically the same thing. And Anoki, he just like making excuses, and then he used particle style. He actually got Madara in the particle style, and saved everybody else. So Anoki, he's not gonna give up. He's gonna try his hardest because he is old, and even though he's old, he can still do his best if he just like he still has that Wheel of Stone pushing through. Yeah. Okay. So we found out that Madara, he has Hashirama face on his chest, and that's how he actually be able to use the wood style. And that's kind of we start questioning like how did he get it. I read the manga so I know how and stuff like that. So yeah, for you guys, how did he actually get Hashirama's face on his chest, on his nipple right there? And then after them explaining all that, they went over to Sasuke. Now Sasuke, he sensed the crows, saw the crows in the distance, like, oh, who it could be who I think it is. He walked in the forest and happened to randomly run into Itachi, and there he is, passing by each other looking. And then Sasuke went to go chase him, and then of course Itachi, he's not, once he like gets to a goal, he's not gonna waste time. And we found his goal was to stop the reanimation jutsu, which means he has to fight Kabuto. Wondering if Sasuke's gonna help out with that. He probably will, because he's not gonna leave Itachi like that. So Sasuke was like explaining how, like, why did you spare me? Why did you kill everybody else but me? Because he didn't feel like it was right, because how he lived through all that. Now he knows the truth about everything, because when Madara told him all about Itachi and everything else from Danzo, he wants to see Itachi's point of view from everything. And he's not really the sympathetic, what do you call it, type. Sympathy, doesn't have sympathy towards Sasuke right now because he's going through his goal. So he's not really gonna take time to stop and talk to Sasuke. He wants to go hurry up and get this over with because he knows that the reanimation jutsu is like really bad, and he wants to get that over. And he's telling Sasuke like he wants him to follow the right path, and hopefully not destroy the Leaf Village. We did see like a bunch of flashbacks, but they were like definitely needed. They weren't that long. Those long ass flashbacks. I love the amount of flashbacks in this video because it wasn't really that much, and it actually progressed the story a lot in this episode. So yeah, and after that, it went back to Madara and the Kages. Now, Madara was talking about how she was weak compared to Hashirama. She can't even use the Mokotone, and her healing isn't as good as Hashirama because he can heal without using hand signs, but she has to. Now, I'm not really sure how she does have the healing, but she has to use hand signs. But I don't really see how Tsunade is so weak compared to him. I know he's a little descendant from Hashirama, but she could be a bit more stronger. All she does is chakra punches and healing, which is like pretty good compared to everybody else's, but not compared to Hashirama. She's a weakling to Madara in Madara's eyes. She's a weakling, and she can't even go. And since Madara had a fight to death with Hashirama, he thinks that this be no sweat. But he's fighting Senju descended as well as the other 4 Kages. Now, at the beginning, they were getting pretty fucked up, to be honest, and we'll see how they're doing now. Because hopefully they will, they're gonna protect Tsunade because she is their medical ninja, so they're gonna protect her. Because Madara, he wants to get rid of Tsunade first, because she is a descendant from Hashirama, and I guess he just hates Senju, and for some reason he hates Senju, and yeah, he wants to get rid of her first. And she hates the fact that she's a weak Senju, because he knows that the Senju are strong like Hashirama, he was considered one of the most powerful ninja. So he's kind of disgusted at the fact that she's not as strong as Hashirama or nowhere near him. But she still says that she's not weak because she's gonna put up a good fight, hopefully, and we'll see how that goes in the story. So overall, this well, not chapter, but this episode was pretty good. I loved it. I loved the transmission from the Kages to Sasuke and Itachi over to Kages again, and hopefully next episode we'll see. I watched the preview, but hopefully if you guys watched that, basically in the preview saw Itachi and Sasuke at Kabuto's hideout and a bit of the Kages fighting. So we got two major fights, well, three major fights going on. It's gonna be an epic arc. We got the Naruto versus Madara, the other Madara, or Toby, and we got the Kage versus Madara, and we have Sasuke and Itachi versus Kabuto. Can't wait to see these fights animated. They look so awesome in the manga, and I can't wait to see them animated. Especially that Sasuke and Itachi versus Kabuto fight. I can't wait for it in the game, nor the freaking anime. Thumbs up for all these awesome battles that's happening, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.